They've been called jam band pioneers since starting their musical journey at the University at Buffalo 35 years ago, and now Mo, the band, is coming back to celebrate where it all began. Here's my conversation with the drummer about what makes this show so special. Welcome to Daytime Buffalo. We have Vinny Amico from the band Mo. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of
Can't
course.
wait to come back to Buffalo. It's going to be amazing.
Absolutely, because Buffalo is where it all started for this band in 1990, I believe, at University of Buffalo. Tell us a little bit about that.
Correct. So we were all in school. I actually didn't join the band until 1996, but I was already part of the Buffalo music scene dating back to like 1988, as I played in, I don't know, a few different bands in Buffalo at the time. But Mo had gotten started in 1990, again, just as like doing a couple college parties and things like that. And it just kept growing and expanding.
Absolutely, and you've had 35 years of experience and creating that rapport and relationships to each other. So tell our viewers what they can expect to see when they come out and see your performance at the Town Ballroom.
Well, we'll be there for 3 nights, so you will get three entirely different shows. Hopefully we'll play all your favorites. You can expect that in 3 nights, you'll hear 45 to 50 songs. It's a lot of music. It's a homecoming for us, because it is where we got started. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. I mean, I spent 10 years there. Some of my best friends still live there. And I like going back every time.
I know that this has been a rough couple of years for the band as a whole. You had long-term guitarist Chuck Garvey, who we're grateful is making a remarkable return back to the stage for this 35th anniversary milestone after he had a near fatal stroke. And then
Hmm.
you also have Rob, who unfortunately I know has had his own battles,
Health issues. Yeah,
health
yeah.
issues, and
Yep.
also dealt with a major loss. So talk to me a little bit more about that relationship with your bandmates that have gone through such traumatic experiences in their life.
All those things, as tragic as they are, have brought us all closer as a band, as friends, as family. And the fan base, I think, gotten closer with us as well, just because they've kind of been through it with us. So it is one big, what they call themselves and what we call them, family. So, they've kind of stuck with us through all these hardships. I mean, when Rob had cancer, we took almost a year off for his treatments. Then we came back, and then COVID hit.
Mhm.
So we kind of, everybody had to endure another long break through COVID. And then, right after that, we got back on the road, and then Chuck had a stroke. And then we didn't, we took some time off to figure out what we're going to do, but we ended up, getting a couple sub players to play through the summertime, um, let Chuck recover, and kind of hope that he could play again. And, when he gave us the thumbs up that he was ready, we hit the road, and we're hitting the road pretty hard these days.
Mhm.
So we do thank, all those fans who have endured all this and stuck with us through all the hardships. And we're just psyched to be out playing. Every
Absolutely.
show now for us is a gift, because there's been a few times when it may or may not have come back. So it's kind of nice to be doing it, and doing it together, and
And changing, you
feeling the
welcomed
vibes.
a new keyboardist, Nate Wilson. Tell us about him joining in with the band.
Well, we've known Nate for a long, long time. He had played on a couple of our records early on, I think the Conch and maybe some others where he's done some keyboard work. But he's been a longtime friend. And, Rob and he used to have a side project. Um, geez, it had to be close to 20 years ago. So he's kind of been in our orbit and on the radar for us for a long time, and we had discussed on a few occasions adding him in to the mix. And with the With Chuck Stroke, he was one of the guys we added into the mix, and he ended up staying in the band full time once Chuck came back.
Which is great. Something also exciting about your performances is with this tour, $1 from every ticket sold is actually going back to an amazing cause. What can you tell us about that?
After the passing of Rob and Becca's son, they started a foundation called Eddie's Hugs. Eddie was a big hugger. So, Eddie's Hugs is an organization that kind of brings awareness to mental illness and suicide prevention. And so, we are behind that fully. And we want to make sure everybody knows it's okay, to feel certain ways, just don't be alone. Reach out, whether it's a hug or whether it's to see somebody. So basically, that money is going toward Eddie's Hugs Foundation, which, we're hoping will help people seek out help with their mental illnesses or just seek out people to talk to.
Absolutely. And using music to heal through it all. So thank you so much for coming on Daytime Buffalo, Vinny. Viewers, if you are excited for this homecoming of sorts for Mo the Band, they're going to be at the Town Ballroom on Friday, February 13th through Sunday, February 15th for their 2026 Born to Fly tour. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate it.
You can get your tickets today for the Mo the Band Born to Fly tour by visiting townballroom.com/events.